Hey, what's up, you guys? I'm Jaquan,
I'm Jasmine.
and welcome to the Film Spill.
So today, guys, we're going to be reviewing the series The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. This is a Marvel action series, and here's a summary. Falcon and the Winter Soldier are a mismatched duo who team up for a global adventure that will test their survival skills as well as their patience.
So I was very close to give this series a 3, but I'm gonna stay at 2.5. I think I'm more comfortable at that range as far as my rating. Let's get into my pros and my cons. So my very first pro was I really like how they highlighted Isaiah Bradley, who was a veteran, and he was a black super soldier who also had the mantle of Captain America at one time. So I thought that was really dope. I like the fighting of the show. Of course, I like action, so it's very action packed. I enjoyed that. I like the city of Madripoor. It was very colorful. We both talked about that. I thought that was cool. I like how Bucky's art was about him kind of redeeming himself in his past, the things he did in his past as the Winter Soldier. I thought that was very cool. Even though this is more just like a valid thing, but whenever John Walker became violent and went crazy, only reason why I liked it because it was kind of a step up from what we've seen so far with Marvel, right? It was never that dark. It was always light up until that point. Even with we've seen it with WandaVision. It was kind of the start of it, but that was kind of just like they actually killed somebody. So it was just a breath of fresh air. Just, oh, this is different. Whenever Falcon couldn't get that loan, we joked about that. I thought that was very funny. Even though this dude just saved the world, they're like, nah, he can't get a loan. And then Zemo's butler blowing up the remaining Flag Smashers at the end. We also talked about how they always let these guys get away. They kill people or whatever, and you just put them in jail or, eye for an eye type of situation. And Zemo was not going for that, especially them having the super soldier serum in them. He was like, nah. So I thought that was really important. The cons I have, Falcon America. So we talked about that. I just don't like that he became Captain America, and I think the biggest reason is because him not having a super serum, and we talked about that as well. We just felt like it was just pointless, especially him going up against other super powered beings. I guess it's just like, yo, really, what can you do besides his suit? And as we know, suit is not enough. I think one of the biggest reasons why I didn't like this series was the fact that finding out that Carter was the power broker. Like, we kept thinking it was going to be somebody very menacing, someone that, like, it could have been, like a kingpin, someone with some type of stature. So when it came out to be her, it was just very disappointing because I feel like they bigged it up so much. And I thought it was just like this huge mysterious figure, that was in the shadows and just wasn't, I just feel like she wasn't as menacing enough for me. And I just don't think overall they were a great, solid team. I think it was okay, but I don't think this show itself kind of did them justice. So that's why I give it 2.5.
Okay, guys. Well, I give this series a 4 out of 5. I really liked it, even though I don't really care for a lot of action. I just thought it was just a really good show. I think Marvel does a really good job with their shows. I like the banter between Falcon and Bucky. Like he said, with Bucky in therapy, trying to make amends for all the victims he killed when he was brainwashed. I feel like even it was very noble, even though it was a government mandated therapy. It wasn't his fault. And me and my husband talked about this before. Like, it wasn't his fault. He was not in control when he was doing all of those things.
Yeah.
So he didn't have like he felt bad and guilty, but you know what I'm saying, I don't know. But like he talked about Isaiah Bradley. I think it was crazy when they said that he was imprisoned and experimented on by the US government and Hydra for 30 years. And I think that's crazy because how do you not be angry and bitter every single day? Like, you were experimented on
For 30
like
years.
they gave you this stuff and they wanted you to be this super soldier, whatever, and then they're going to imprison you and experiment on you. Like, that was just crazy. Yeah. Sharon, she seemed fishy from the beginning. Like, she just seemed too nice, too helpful, and I was just waiting for what is it called?
The shoe to drop the ball.
Yeah, I was with her because I know everybody has an agenda. She was just too goody goody and too nice. I like when Io popped up. Is it Io? Ao popped up in.
Oh, yeah.
And she gave Bucky 8 hours to use Zemo before the Wakandans take him because he did kill T'Chaka. So when the Dora Milaje came and it was all right, we here for him. And then who was it? Walker, he
Oh
was
yeah.
he was like, no, you can't have him, and he was thinking he was about to go up against them. No, he got embarrassed because I don't know what he was thinking.
And this is before he had powers, right?
Yeah, I don't know.
Or did he have powers?
I don't know. He might have had powers. I mean, he might have took the serum at that point.
Okay.
But I'm not sure. But yeah, they embarrassed him. But like he said, whenever he killed that flag smasher with the shield in front of people, that was crazy because people was literally recording him everything. He didn't care. Of course, he got stripped of his role and stuff,
He
but
stood there like
he really didn't care. He stood there with that blood on the shield. Like
Yeah,
he just went crazy.
Went
But
really crazy.
I didn't like him as the new Captain America
Yeah,
anyway.
he just was weird.
It was just too much. But like he said, of course, I don't like Falcon trying to be him because it's like, why do we always have to refill these roles? Like, just let it go. Like he said, like, let Falcon be Falcon.
Yeah.
He don't have to step up and be Captain America. But overall, I thought it was a good series. I think Marvel did a good job, and I gave it a 4.
Just like always, make sure you guys like, subscribe, and comment. You guys have a good one.